Hey there! Welcome to my channel. It's a place where we learn how to manage our money so we can live the life that we want. Today's video is actually super interesting because it's from a mum who teaches her 2 kids about money by giving them a monthly allowance and helping them prioritize their wants and their needs. Let's check out what she has to say. So first of all, my kids are 10 and 8. And I have been giving them a monthly allowance since they were 6 and 4. Each gets $20 a month, which is paid out in 4 installments every payday. They also get an extra $5 if they complete one special chore every week. We keep it super simple. The special chore is usually something like cleaning out the fridge and pantry, reorganizing the linen closet, or sorting through a pile of old clothes. If they don't complete the special chore, they don't get the bonus. It's really up to them to decide how they spend their money, and I don't help them make any decisions. If they want to save some of their money for something expensive, like a new Lego set, then they will have to wait until they have saved enough. I did do a little bit of budgeting with them at the beginning. When we started this allowance system, we made 3 categories together: needs, wants, and savings. A need is anything you require to survive, such as clothing, food, and shelter. A want is anything that would be nice to have, but isn't essential to survive. And savings is money that you put aside for future purchases. Then we talked about which category each purchase would fall into. For example, a toy would be a want, whereas new shoes would be a need. Now that they understand the difference between wants and needs, I ask them to categorize each expense before they buy it. If it's a want and they have money left over after taking care of their needs, then they can buy it. If they want to buy something that costs more than what they have saved, then they will need to continue saving or find another way to earn money. That could mean getting a lemonade stand or doing extra chores around the neighborhood. In the beginning, it was very hard for them to differentiate between wants and needs. Their wants always came before their needs, and their piggy banks were almost empty at the end of the month. But now they have learned the importance of taking care of their needs first, and they always have enough money left over for a few wants and some savings. This is the best financial lesson I could have hoped for them to learn. There are things that I think could be improved upon though. The biggest challenge that they face is when one of them wants to buy something that the other one needs. For example, if one of them wants to buy candy and the other one needs school supplies, then they have to talk it out. There have been times when they've asked me to be the tiebreaker, but most of the time they agree that the person's needs should come first. Another thing that I want to improve is teaching them about delayed gratification. I know that this is easier said than done, especially with young kids, but I think it's important for them to understand that they won't always get what they want right away. Sometimes they have to wait until they have enough money saved up, or until it's on sale. The last thing I want to improve upon is making sure they don't become money obsessed. I don't want them to grow up to be those people who only care about money and who will do anything to get it. I try to teach them that money is just a tool that can be used to buy the things that they need and want, as well as experiences that can make memories that last a lifetime. Here's a true story that happened when my son was 7. He wanted to buy Pokemon cards with his allowance. At first, he didn't have enough money saved up, so he had to keep working and saving until he did. Once he had enough money, he went to the store, but the cards that he wanted were on the top shelf, and he was too short to reach them. He tried jumping and even stood on his tiptoes, but he still couldn't reach. He felt so frustrated that he kicked the shelf, and the cards fell down. He quickly picked them up and ran to the cashier. When he got home, he told us what had happened, and we talked about how he could have handled the situation better. He apologized and returned the cards. The next time he went to the store, he asked an adult to get the cards for him. I think it's important for kids to learn that money doesn't solve all problems. Of course, there are times when money can make things better, but it's not the answer in every situation. I hope my story will inspire other parents to give their kids allowances and help them learn how to budget. When my kids were younger, it was a little bit more work, but now they are more responsible with their money, and I don't have to worry about them as much. It's so rewarding to see them grow and learn from their mistakes. If there's anything else I'd like to add, it's that this allowance system isn't just about teaching my kids how to manage their money. It's also about giving them the opportunity to experience the satisfaction that comes with earning and spending money. When they earn their allowance, they feel proud of themselves, and they're more likely to take care of their responsibilities. When they spend their money, they feel a sense of ownership and pride in their purchases. Of course, it's not always easy. There are times when they fight over who gets to buy what, or when they want to buy something that's beyond their budget. But these are all valuable lessons that they need to learn in order to become responsible adults. As parents, it's our job to give our kids the tools they need to succeed. Teaching them how to manage their money is an important part of that. By giving them allowances and helping them budget, we're giving them the opportunity to learn valuable life skills that will benefit them for years to come. So I encourage all parents to consider implementing an allowance system for their kids. It may take a little bit of work up front, but the long-term benefits are definitely worth it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you have your own tips or advice for teaching kids about money, please share it in the comments below. I'm sure other parents would love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.